Once upon a time, in a kingdom made entirely of glitter and giggles, lived a princess named Pickle. Now, Princess Pickle wasn't your usual princess. She didn't spend her days singing to birds or waiting for a prince. Oh no. Princess Pickle loved one thing more than anything: magic. Her royal bedroom was less about frilly pillows and more about bubbling potions and dusty spellbooks. Her best friend wasn't a lady-in-waiting, but a grumpy, fluffy cat named Sir Reginald Fluffington III, who mostly just wanted to nap. One sunny afternoon, Princess Pickle was bored. Terribly, horribly, can't stand it for another second bored. She had read all her books, rearranged her wand collection, and even tried to teach Sir Reginald to fetch, which only resulted in him staring at her, blinking slowly, and then falling back asleep. "Oh, Reginald," she sighed dramatically, flopping onto a beanbag chair shaped like a mushroom. "I need some excitement, some adventure, some silliness." Her eyes scanned the room and landed on a very old, very sparkly book tucked away on the highest shelf. It was titled, "Spells for Supreme Silliness." Her eyes lit up. "This is it, Reggie," she exclaimed, scrambling up a wobbly stool. "This is just what we need." She blew a cloud of dust off the cover, which made her sneeze a shower of rainbow sparkles. Sir Reginald, disturbed from his nap, gave a disgruntled "Murrow." Pickle flipped through the pages, her finger tracing down lists of bizarre ingredients. Eye of newt? Too slimy? Toe of frog? You know. Aha! She found it. The Great Giggling Spell. It promises uncontrollable laughter and joyful jiggling for all who hear it. It sounded perfect. The ingredients were simple enough. 1 sunbeam, a pinch of dandelion fluff, a drop of morning dew, and a single whisker from a grumpy cat. Princess Pickle looked over at Sir Reginald, who was now meticulously cleaning one ear. "Oh, Reggie," she cooed, creeping closer. "Just one little whisker? For the sake of silliness?" Sir Reginald paused his grooming, looked at her with narrowed eyes, and seemed to understand. He flicked his tail and turned his back to her. "Oh, you big fluff ball," she giggled, gently searching the plush carpet around his favorite napping spot. Luckily, she found a stray whisker he had shed earlier. Perfect. She gathered the rest of the ingredients. She caught a sunbeam in a crystal jar, collected morning dew from a rose petal outside her window, and found a perfect puff of dandelion fluff floating on the breeze. She mixed them all together in her smallest, shiniest cauldron. The mixture began to bubble and glow with a soft pink light. Now for the final incantation. Standing tall, holding her favorite swirly wand, she read the words from the book. "Fuzzy Wuzzy, tickly too, make us giggle, me and you. Wiggle nose and jiggle knees, fill the castle with a happy breeze." She waved her wand with a flourish, but in her excitement, she accidentally knocked the spellbook off its stand. It tumbled to the floor, flipping open to a different page entirely. A page for the Great Muddle-Up Spell. Whoops! A puff of purple smoke exploded from the cauldron. It didn't smell like giggles. It smelled like blueberry muffins and wet socks. The smoke swirled around her room, and then zipped right out the open window, spreading across the entire kingdom of Gigglesburg. Princess Pickle coughed. "Uh-oh," she whispered. Sir Reginald's ears perked up. He let out a long, loud moo. Princess Pickle stared. "Reggie? Did you just moo?" The cat blinked at her and then, clear as day, said moo again before chasing his tail. This was not a giggle. This was a moo. Princess Pickle rushed to the window and looked out at the courtyard below. The royal gardener, who was usually trimming the rose bushes, was now hopping around like a frog, croaking, "Ribbit! Lovely day for a ribbit!" The stable boy, instead of brushing the horses, was clucking like a chicken and trying to lay an egg in a hay bale. Panic began to bubble in Pickle's chest. This was much more than silliness. This was chaos. She ran out of her room and down the grand staircase. she found her father, the king, in the throne room. He was a big, booming man with a magnificent beard. But today, he wasn't booming. He was squeaking. "Squeak, squeak! Good morning, daughter!" he said in a tiny, mouse-like voice, while nibbling on a piece of cheese from the royal platter. The queen, meanwhile, was perched on the arm of her throne, hooting like an owl. "Hoo! Hoo! Time for tea!" The entire castle was a mess of mixed-up noises. The guards at the gate weren't shouting, "Halt! Who goes there?" They were oinking like pigs. The royal chef was in the kitchen, barking orders at his staff, literally. "Woof! Woof! More flour! Arf!" he barked. Princess Pickle had to cover her mouth to stop from laughing, even though she was terrified. Her silly spell had gone spectacularly, magnificently wrong. "I have to fix this," she declared. She raced back to her room, with Sir Reginald mooing at her heels. She grabbed the spell book. The page for the muddle-up spell had a tiny footnote at the bottom. It read, "To reverse the muddle, a sound of pure truth must be spoken, a melody of the heart, not of the throat." A sound of pure truth? What did that even mean? She tried everything. She tried saying, "I'm Princess Pickle." But that didn't work. The gardener was still croaking. She tried having the king say, "I am the king." But all that came out was another squeak. She even tried to get Sir Reginald to meow, but he just mooed sadly and started chewing on a carpet tassel. She sat down, completely defeated. The castle was a zoo. Her father was a mouse. Her mother was an owl, and her best friend was a cowcat. It was all her fault. A little tear rolled down her cheek. "I'm so sorry," she whispered to no one in particular. "I just wanted everyone to have a little fun." As she said it, she meant it with all her heart. It wasn't a spell or a command. It was just the truth. Suddenly, a tiny, pure sound echoed in the room. It wasn't a word. It was a soft, gentle meow. Princess Pickle's head snapped up. Sir Reginald was looking at her, and he had just meowed. A real meow. Then, from the courtyard below, she heard the gardener say, "Oh my, these roses need a good trim." From the throne room, she heard her father's great booming laugh. "Goodness me, I feel like myself again." The spell was broken. Princess Pickle's heartfelt, honest apology was the sound of pure truth the book had meant. The magic wasn't in some fancy word. It was in being honest and truly sorry. She scooped up Sir Reginald and hugged him tight. "Oh, Reggie, you're back," he purred, a deep, rumbling sound that was much better than a moo. That day, Princess Pickle learned a very important lesson. Magic is powerful and exciting, but it can also be very messy. And sometimes, the most powerful magic of all isn't found in a spellbook, but in a simple, honest heart. From then on, whenever she got bored, she decided to bake cookies instead of casting spells. They were a lot less chaotic and a lot more delicious, and Sir Reginald Fluffington III couldn't have been happier about that. Thanks for watching our story. If you had fun with Princess Pickle, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more magical adventures. See you next time.